Welcome to V-Short News, your go-to spot for trending topics fast. No bias, no fluff, no sides, just the news that's making waves right now. Let's dive into what's trending. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates on stories that shape our world.
Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in 1936, he felt a calling early in life. Overcoming health challenges, including the removal of part of his lung at 21, he joined the Jesuit order, dedicating himself to a life of service and humility. In 2013, following the resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Bergoglio was elected as the first Latin American and Jesuit pope, taking the name Francis. His election marked a new chapter, emphasizing simplicity and a focus on the marginalized. Pope Francis, really championed causes such as climate change, economic inequality, and the rights of refugees. He faced resistance within the church for his progressive views, but he remained steadfast in his mission to bring the church closer to the people. Despite battling health issues, including a recent hospitalization for pneumonia, Pope Francis continued his duties, delivering his final Easter blessing on April 20th, 2025. His passing the next day left a profound impact on the global community. Pope Francis's legacy is one of compassion, humility, and unwavering dedication to social justice. He redefined the papacy for the modern era, leaving an indelible mark on history.
In April 2025, the global financial landscape was jolted as President Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs, marking a significant shift in U.S. trade policy. Dubbed Liberation Day, April 2nd saw the unveiling of a 10% baseline tariff on all imports, with higher rates for specific countries like China, which faced tariffs up to 145%. President Trump justified these measures as a response to what he termed an economic emergency, aiming to revitalize U.S. manufacturing and correct trade imbalances. Invoking the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, he bypassed Congress, asserting that these tariffs were essential for national and economic security. The immediate aftermath was turbulent. U.S. stock markets experienced significant declines, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropping over 1,000 points and the S&P 500 falling nearly 3%. Technology stocks like Tesla and Nvidia suffered notable losses, reflecting investor anxiety over potential trade wars and supply chain disruptions. The U.S. dollar, traditionally seen as a safe haven, weakened against major currencies, signaling diminished investor confidence. Gold prices surged as investors sought stability amidst the uncertainty internationally. The response was swift. China retaliated with its own set of tariffs, escalating tensions and raising fears of a full-blown trade war. Analysts warned that these actions could disrupt global supply chains, increase consumer prices, and potentially lead to a global recession. Critics argued that the unilateral nature of these tariffs undermined decades of established trade relationships and could erode the United States' economic leadership on the world stage. In the face of mounting pressure, the Federal Reserve maintained its stance, resisting calls for aggressive rate cuts. Chair Jerome Powell emphasized the importance of the Fed's independence, warning that politicizing monetary policy could have long-term detrimental effects. Meanwhile, global markets continue to experience volatility, with investors closely monitoring developments and hoping for a resolution that would restore stability and confidence in the international economic system. Do you believe sweeping tariffs are an effective tool for protecting national interests, or do they pose more harm than good to the global economy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
In a landmark decision on April 21, 2025, India's Competition Commission approved a settlement with Google, addressing long-standing antitrust concerns in the Android TV market. This move signals a new chapter in digital competition and consumer choice in one of the world's largest tech markets. The journey began in 2021 when two Indian antitrust lawyers filed a complaint against Google, alleging the tech giant abused its dominant position by imposing restrictive agreements on smart TV manufacturers. These agreements required the pre-installation of Google's suite of apps, limiting the ability of manufacturers to develop or use alternative operating systems. The Competition Commission of India's investigation revealed that Google's practices curtailed innovation and restricted competition in the smart TV market. Manufacturers were bound by the Television App Distribution Agreement and Android compatibility commitments, which enforced the bundling of Google's services and hindered the development of rival platforms. In response, Google proposed a settlement under the newly amended Competition Act, introducing the New India Agreement. This agreement allows manufacturers to obtain standalone licenses for the Play Store and Play services, eliminating the mandatory bundling of Google's apps. Additionally, manufacturers can now develop and sell smart TVs with alternative operating systems without violating previous agreements. This settlement not only ends a significant antitrust case, but also opens the door for increased innovation and consumer choice in India's smart TV market. With Google's new agreement in place, how do you think the smart TV landscape in India will evolve? Will we see a surge in alternative operating systems and app stores? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
In July 2024, Cena announced his intention to retire from professional wrestling by the end of 2025, marking WrestleMania 41 as his final appearance at the grand event. This declaration set the stage for a farewell tour, culminating in a high-stakes match against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. The journey to WrestleMania was fraught with challenges. At the Elimination Chamber in March 2025, Cena secured his spot in the main event by defeating top contenders. However, in a shocking twist, he turned heel for the first time in over 2 decades, aligning with the Rockin' rapper Travis Scott and attacking Rhodes post-match. On April 20, 2025 at Allegiant Stadium, Cena faced Rhodes in a match filled with drama and unexpected turns. Despite a valiant effort from Rhodes, interference from Travis Scott and underhanded tactics by Cena, including a low blow and a belt shot, led to Cena's victory and his record-breaking 17th world title. Cena's win not only broke Ric Flair's long-standing record, but also signaled a new chapter in his storied career. While he plans to retire from in-ring competition, Cena has expressed his desire to remain involved with WWE through mentorship and advocacy. What are your thoughts on John Cena's historic 17th title win and his heel turn? Do you think this was the right way to end his in-ring career? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates on stories that shape our world.